Oh. It's cold here in Kentucky. This crap is ridiculous. We got hit with some major ice. What's going on, Alan? It's Mount Sterling, Kentucky. And they are like just hammered. I didn't realize they got it this bad. I'm sure Texas was a whole lot worse than what they got here, but look at this ice coming off this trailer. That's what everything looks like out here. Street signs, all of it. They currently got me on the dock right now to get unloaded and then get reloaded. What's going on, Dan? How's it going? Talk to you in a while. Need to catch up. Oh, yeah, I got auto parts. I brought empty racks out of Adrian, Michigan. Just like empty totes, whatever, for some sort of auto parts. And I'm here at Summit Polymers in Kentucky, and pick up loaded totes or racks, whatever. Take that back up to Adrian, Michigan for Monday morning. So it's not too bad. And I woke up this morning with like a sinus cold, man. Oh, 12 hours, Bill. Man, that is a long time. What is going on, James? That's I spent 5 hours 15 minutes yesterday at a receiver getting unloaded. And they told me like 2 hours max, and then they're like, "Oh, we're missing stuff. There's stuff that's supposed to be here that's on the bills and it's not here." I'm like, "Great, now I got to deal with that." But it's all pieces of cabinets and stuff like that. It's just kind of a pain whenever it's all floor loaded, but it's all good. Oh, some backing maneuvers. Right on, dude. Yeah, I got the text. Honestly, with everything going on with my mother-in-law passing away, sorry about all that. It's been stressful. So, well, you got the same issues in the UK, huh? I can only imagine. I'm sure trucking is trucking just about anywhere, regardless of where you're at. But yeah, I just wanted to touch base with you guys. The whole, I caught a lot of flack on the, I guess I wouldn't say a whole lot of flack, but I caught some flack on the concealed carry issue pulling into that other property. A lot of people are like, no, I wouldn't surrender my firearm, all that stuff. And it's, to me, the reason I carry is because I want to be able to protect myself and the ones I love and other people around me if need be. But if the property I go to has armed security like it did, I mean, it was police, I feel that they are well capable of protecting their property, their own, and they'll protect whatever's on their property, which includes me. So that's why I'm like, okay, I can understand this, and I will surrender it if I need to, just to get through this process, whatever. But anywhere else, it's concealed for a reason. I'll just leave it at that. But I had another guy. I don't know if you guys keep shaking. It's cold out here. This camera's real fidgety. But I had a guy on my comments on that video, and he was saying that he unsubscribed because of the whole GoFundMe thing, and I never begged for anything, just so we're square. I commented back to him and kind of let him have it, but I just wanted to call him out. He's like, I unsubscribed, you can go fund your own shit. Why don't you sell your truck, be a company guy, or stop going home all the time, that way you can have some money. And he called me beggar nomad, but he didn't even spell it right, which is hilarious. If you're gonna talk shit, at least spell it right, please. At least get your grammar and punctuation right. But I mean, the whole GoFundMe, if you guys haven't noticed, was literally because of a death in the family. And I told him that. I'm like, it's not a GoFundMe because I want somebody to buy me new chrome or to buy me a new truck or whatever. The whole GoFundMe, because I didn't do a GoFundMe for my transmission because I was like, no, I'm not. I'm going to get it on my own. I'm going to do what I need to do to take care of it. If I have to go company because my truck's broke down, then by all means, that's fine. But as far as the whole GoFundMe thing, it was literally her mom passed away. And I talked to my wife about this. She had colon cancer and they removed it. So they gave her an endostomy bag, which a colostomy bag is a temporary fix. So when your colon and everything else gets straightened up, they can put everything back to normal, and then you lose the bag. An endostomy bag, I think I'm saying it right, is a permanent. Like, there is no other option. This is what you get. And she wound up dying from sepsis, which is like your insides leaking. Like her intestines somehow flipped after the surgery. She went to the doctor, and the doctor, they did a CAT scan. They basically said, there's nothing wrong with you. You're fine. Your OB is lying to you. He doesn't know what he's talking about. That's not even his field. So if you want to, you can go find like a specialist or something, a gastro doctor. So basically they dismissed it, and come to find out that she was bent over in serious pain. She called 911. The ambulance came and brought her, and she just didn't make it. I mean, within 24 hours of that, she just didn't make it, because your inside, your intestines flip over and they kinked and they start leaking. You basically are poisoning yourself from the inside. So that's what happened. It was abrupt, very very heartbreaking, and the whole GoFundMe thing was for her funeral because it came out of nowhere. Her life insurance policy that she had wouldn't pay for it. They wouldn't cover anything because it was for accidental death, not this kind of thing. So yeah, that's the issue there. So if you don't want to be part of this channel, that's fine with me. I do this because I enjoy doing it. I enjoy showing you guys what my life is like, whether it's good, bad, or ugly. That's kind of what I've said from the beginning. I'm not going to sugarcoat stuff. I'm not going to make it look like I'm out here just balling and giving stuff away all the time. And I know that sounded like I was going at Just Trucking, but he's got it figured out. That I wasn't going after him for that. If anything, I wish I could give stuff away, but I'm just not at that point. But it is what it is. I mean, this is my life, I'm not some big baller out here. I don't have everything figured out. So yeah, we've tossed around the idea of going to court, trying to hire an attorney and see if there's a malpractice suit there, just because the doctor was just like, whatever, go away, basically. And it didn't help that she was on Medicare. So yeah, what is going on, Velox? I was just watching one of your videos, bro. Actually your first video, and you're talking about Gus, and I didn't read your comment, but I seen your name pop up. You're talking about Gus, your son with autism, and my youngest daughter is on, she's borderline autism. She's extremely ADHD, and the whole time I'm driving, I'm like, I gotta make a video for this guy. So I'm gonna have a video for Gus soon of just driving. Some music in the background, just driving. So look forward to that. I will put his name in there. Yeah, and tag your channel in it, because he enjoys the driving footage, so why not, right? And I think I'm gonna do the revenue that video makes. I'm gonna donate it to some sort of autism fund somehow. I'll figure all that out. But yeah, what's going on, Nomadic Brit? Let me catch up on some of these things. It is cold out here. I gotta get in the truck. This is stupid. Why am I standing out here? This is so dumb. Yeah, if you guys haven't checked out the truck in California's Velox 18, that is a good dude over there. I gotta go check him out. Oh, let me get back in the truck. Woo. At least it's a little warm in here. Oh, excuse me. Shut up, James. I wasn't thinking straight, all right? What's going on, Kevin? The Kevin and Kermit show. I like that. Trucking with Kevin and Kermit. Oh, let's see here. Hey, Bill, I appreciate it. I appreciate you, what you said there. Sorry for the loss. Sorry that you lost your mom. That's brutal. I couldn't imagine. I still have both my parents. The relationship with them is kind of yee, but I couldn't imagine losing either one of them. Let me catch back up here. Whew. Oh, he was leased on to Landstar for 9 years. Landstar's good. I have no issues in Landstar. I am definitely loving Landstar. The rates are good. Everybody's talking about rates are going down, but rates seem to be going pretty good. Yeah, appreciate it, Christian. You be safe out there too. Don't have too much fun. Oh, my hands are cold. It's really cold outside. And I'm not a fan of this kind of weather. I don't mind it being chilly, but when it's like, I know you guys can see the phone like shaking. It's because I'm cold. But yeah, whatever. You keep your warm house. Nobody cares. You'll be back out in the truck soon, shivering your coconuts off, and it'll be all right. But yeah, I don't know what I was saying. Oh, I don't mind it being, like 30 degrees or something like that. But whenever it's freezing, like this crap sucks. It's just cold. Everything's cold. Doesn't matter what you do. It's almost like you can't warm up. You got to wear 4 or 5 layers of clothes and all that stuff. But let me see what Vlox had to say here. Yeah, I kind of figured he would enjoy some. You mentioned several times that you enjoyed, or he really enjoyed the driving footage. So I figured I'm going to do something like that for him. That's the least I can do. Well, we'll keep your dad in our prayers, Nick. Definitely. I appreciate the prayers for my wife and the family. Oh, I better charge my phone. That would not be good, right? It'd die. My camera dies all the time when I'm recording. It's never fun. But I didn't put my bed back up yet. Why won't this go in there? There it goes. Yeah, I got up this morning. I'm like, I'm not doing anything. I was lazy. Normally I'd tuck all my sheets back in, put my bed up and all that good stuff, and I didn't do it. I said, screw it. I was tired. Didn't want to do it. But man, you're supposed to get some pretty nasty weather down there here in the next day or so. It's gonna get pretty gnarly. But man, so you guys are still on vacation out there, Nick? Is that what I understand with your weekend trip? I'm assuming you put your video out kind of in real time-ish, something like that. Whew. Oh. His head's leaking. That's all it is. Nomadic Brit's losing his brain. Losing some brain juice there. It's alright, he'll fit in with the rest of America. That's terrible. Oh yeah, you're gonna have fun in North Carolina. Where's everybody else at? I know where some of you guys are, like Vlox 18. You guys definitely go check out his channel and Nomadic Brit's channel as well. They got some good channels. Nomadic Brit is also a tanker, but he's over the road, and Vlox 18 is a tanker hazmat that's local day cab in California, and he's a pretty funny dude. It's clean. There's no bad words in there. He's got good clean comedy. But what's going on, Bill? Oh, I know somebody's gonna be like, why are you sniffling? I don't know. I don't want it. Oh, I gotta go back to Michigan. I don't want to do that. I gotta go back to Adrian for Monday morning. My sinuses, I woke up and it's like somebody kicked me in the face. It's always fun. Oh, fit in with the dims. You're terrible. You're always trying to start some trash there, Auto Kev. Trucking with Kevin and Kermit. That's gonna be a cute little name. Worcester, Ohio. Hey, I was just in Ohio. Whoa, what's up, Rob? Man, so I'm getting unloaded. I brought empty totes down here. I said that earlier. And then they're going to unload all that and then reload it. And he said it's going to be like 15,000 pounds. And auto parts can either be really heavy or really light. And luckily, these are going to be nice and light. So, oh, the decals kind of got put on hold. with the mother-in-law passing and all that stuff. So right now she's actually down in Alabama trying to get all of that stuff squared away. My GPS, as far as the getting it figured out, I haven't messed with it really. I leave it plugged up at night. I used to unplug it at night because I know if you keep these things plugged up, they'll like just kill the battery. So now I'm just leaving it plugged up, and so far it seems to be okay. It's been on all day. I just turn it off and leave it plugged up, but it works. We're good. I need to call Rand McNally and see if they can't send me a new one, or like somebody else said in the comments, get a new 5 amp thing. So I appreciate it, Bill. Get a new 5 amp car charger that's a micro USB or whatever it is. But right now I'm just using the one that I use on my headset. I mean, the GPS, as far as it's functioning, I mean, it works great. I don't have any issue there. It's just it randomly turns off even though it's plugged up. Blonde moments like that. That's funny. Yeah, this one every now and then it's like recalculating. It's like, no, I'm doing exactly what you told me to do. Why are you recalculating? I usually don't use it a whole lot unless I'm going somewhere new, or like once I get off the big road, I got to figure out where I'm going. But generally speaking, it's just there for my speed, because when I pull my steering wheel all the way down, the whatever it is, the steering wheel, the top of the steering wheel, like the top arch there, is in the middle of the gauge, so I can't see my speed unless I'm like looking around it. And I just assume just look at the GPS. It's fine with me. What's going on, Chris? We got to get some more of Velox 18's videos where he's running his mouth about other people, because that crap is hilarious. He's spot on, though. I don't know if y'all seen that. It's starting some trucker beef. That shit was great. It's great. Pardon my language, but it was hilarious. I was laughing because he did a very good job with it. It's like a Saturday Night Live back when it was good. Oh, headed home. You're not driving, are you? Jeez. Hey, whatever. Just be safe. But hopefully it doesn't take them too long to get me loaded. I'm going to get back on the road. Get up there early enough to do a reset. So, oh, I'm sure y'all can hear my sinuses. They're just like, I told you, that's a good name. Trucking with Kevin and Kermit. The pretty green truck. Oh, can't say much for the driver, though. What's going on, Jake? They're just hanging out in the truck right now. Hey, right on. I appreciate it, Mark. I like to get my Instagram following up a lot more. I don't know. I post on there randomly. I know a lot of guys, like, they just live for Instagram, and I don't. Just kind of record what I can. But yeah, I'm not going to Pennsylvania. I did that last week or the week before, whatever that was. I'm not doing that again. Get shut down for 24 hours. Nope. I'm good. I'm going to go to Adrian, Michigan, and I'm going to get something else. And I can't even go south with the snowstorm and all that coming in. That's going to suck. But or the ice storm, whatever. I guess what Texas got hammered with, that's supposed to move over towards like Tennessee and, you know, the Carolinas and Georgia. So that's going to be exciting. My wife said it's pretty nasty out there already. She just drove down from Nashville to Huntsville to help start cleaning out my mom or her mom's belongings, all that. So yeah, good times there. I'm sure that's going to be a whirlwind of emotions going through stuff. And her mom was this is going to sound terrible, but like a hoarder, but not a horrible, like nasty. She kept all of the memories from like when they were kids and they made stuff in kindergarten, and she kept all that kind of stuff. So the house is going to be packed full of memories and boxes and yarn. And she crocheted. She made our kids a whole bunch of blankets. She crocheted like our daughter's name on like it's like the size of a table runner, but it's got our oldest daughter's name in it, and she just crocheted all sorts of stuff, stuffed animals and blankets and hats and beanies, and I mean, all that stuff. Just very talented. But they've said that there's just boxes and boxes of yarn. It's like she had a subscription to the yarn depot or something, and they just delivered yarn because it's all brand new. Pretty wild. Oh, yeah, give me a thumbs up. That'd be great. Thumbs up, definitely. Oh. No chaos. That is her for sure. She wants to do more on that channel. Yeah, I'll definitely let her know. You guys feel free to follow her on Instagram if you like. She's at dino_princess_mom. Yeah, I mean, she had her ups and downs. I mean, she was a mom, I guess. I mean, I didn't know her as a mom. Her and my wife's relationship was always kind of rocky, but I guess whenever they were younger, she worked at Bell South before it was AT&T, and provided for the kids and all that stuff. So she did what she could. I have no ill will against her other than she left us with a nice funeral bill. It's always hard to swallow, but it is what it is. I mean, it was even to the point of having to cancel the procession because that's $350. Like, that's, when it comes down to that kind of stuff, it sucks, because you don't have the money to bury somebody, and then you're left with all their expenses, and it's just that's a hard thing to deal with. But yeah, but anywho, enough about all that. That's hard. That's really somber. I don't really want to keep thinking about it, to be honest. I'm thinking about somewhere warm. Where's it warm at? Somebody said it was raining in Florida, or you just came up from Florida. Is that what I said? Yeah, I just came from Florida, all rain. Now from Texas. Well, hopefully it doesn't get any worse. But man, anywho, don't be rude. Don't be rude. What would you guys say over there for anywho or anyways? What is that? Because I've already picked up some of your language. This bloke. Is that like idiot? I guess village idiot would be idiot. I don't know. I love y'all's words. Like bonnet is for the hood. Is it boot? Is it boot for the trunk? I heard you talk about it in your other videos. You lift up the bonnet and you put stuff in the boot. It's just neat. It's interesting. Talk about the same thing, but it's just worded different. The 13 speed, man, 13 is doing very well. No issues there. I think overall with that whole company, the Major Mechanical Services, I think they did good work. Do I think they overcharged me a little bit on some of the stuff? Yeah, but so far the transmission's been pretty solid, and I got just over 6,000 miles on it. Oh yeah, aluminum. Yeah, that's oh, I heard you say it. Aluminum? I don't know. You guys said it. You said it in your video. We say aluminum and you guys say something else. Aluminum? I don't know. I keep trying. The automatic is doing great. That's good. That's good. No clutch issues there, right? Oh, I gotta get one of those bunk heaters. I've seen them on Amazon. I've talked about it before, but the little diesel heaters you put in like your bunk, it runs off diesel. Little 12-volt heater blower thing. I gotta. Aluminum. Minium. I don't know. I don't speak driving on the wrong side of the road, so it does great for the lightweights. Y'all are terrible. Oh, that's the best part about these lives is y'all get to go back and forth at each other. It's great. Oh. It's cold. It's the only time wearing a mask is excellent. Because then I don't have to deal with the cold on my face. It's like I wear the mask when I get out of the truck, and My face is warm. Just get a heated blanket. No, I'm good. I want the whole truck to be warm, not just where I'm laying. I like getting out of the truck and it's not freezing. I don't have either one of those. I have no idea. I'm not even Sylvester I don't know how to say that. I have the Keep Trucking app and the e-log there. And I like it. It's been good to me. Can't drive a truck without the man pedal. Yep. Yeah, Kevin lost his man pedal. And it's okay. I think he got a pretty good deal on the truck, though. At least Dan is running. He's learning on, oh geez, what are they? Standard shift trucks. Oh boy. Marky Mark sent me a... Oh, hey, we're back now. I looked at your picture. Thanks, Mark. I have a little heater in here. Just a little space heater that works, but I'd like one of the diesel heaters because they're a lot more efficient. Using 1.5 gallons of gas at night for a 10-hour break to run a heater is a little high, I think, but yeah. Just recorded a video earlier of driving and talking about Landstar, so that one will be up soon. Just kind of my update on Landstar, my opinion, and how everything's been going there. Easily distracted, sorry. You know what's exciting, though? I'll tell y'all what's real exciting is when you're in a construction zone and it's 3 lanes and it's zigzagging back and forth and there's Jersey walls on both sides and a lot of traffic in Cincinnati and there's a construction barrel right in the middle of the middle lane. That's wonderful times. Everybody loves that stuff. Debris in the middle of the road. Slam on the brakes and they swerve, and I even mentioned it on the CB. Nobody said anything. Nobody came back. It'll probably wind up like the Dallas. So if I go up there and there's a big wreck, that's what happened. I'm paying $538 a week back to Landstar for the transmission. So not terrible. But that's just for the loan, and then they're charging me like I think it's like $21 a week for interest basically on it, but I can pay it off sooner or whatever I need to. But it's not too bad. I'm still able to make some money, take care of other things, and still put some money up in the maintenance account, so it's not too bad. I'd definitely rather have that, that they helped me instead of having a $3,000 a month truck payment or be a company guy, so it's not too bad. Yeah, it's nice that they helped. I don't know why anybody doesn't like Landstar. I mean, they've been good. The 35 cents a mile is kind of, or the 35% on the line haul is a little, but right on, Mark. Be safe out there. Don't have too much fun. Don't spend too much money now. But yeah, the LCAP is good. I don't know what I was saying. I was saying something before Mark interrupted me. And I blame you for that. Yeah, LCAP is nice. I like LCAP. I gotta get a new drive tire, and I got a buddy, Tehran. He's got a classic that he's selling. He's got a red classic with a Detroit 12.7. It runs. It needs drive tires, but it's got duals on it. And I keep trying to get him to trade me. So I don't have to buy super singles. Just buy some duals, because I'd love to have a set of duals, but whatever the case goes, I'll be able to. I gotta get some tires either way, whether I get his rims or not. He said I could have them if he decides to sell it. He's still up in the air on it. It's a nice truck. It's got a 10-speed in it, though. It's an 05 Classic. After accessorials, what percentage do you actually get on average? Probably 75%, I'd say, somewhere in there. It just depends on the accessorials on per load and things like that. Um, would it be worth it to have? Me personally, I wouldn't bring a trailer over here unless you're doing a specialty step deck, or you bring a Conestoga, something like that. Other than that, I wouldn't bring a trailer, um, just because the amount of drop and hook is insane, and a lot of these drop and hook loads are direct customers, so they're 3+ a mile. Um, like Whirlpool out of, was that Findlay, Ohio? I think it's Whirlpool. They got some good paying loads. There's so much freight. Frito Lay that pays good and it's light. There's a lot of freight that is good, drop and hook, and to me it's not worth it. Do I have a preference in brand name drive tires? Michelin. I've always run Michelin. Um, Energy Steer Drive Line X, whatever, the energy efficient drive tires. That's what I've always run, and I need to get to them on the back because they're a little low. They're probably like 5 or 6 30 seconds, and I got an inspection coming up at the end of this month, so I'm like, I don't want to get new tires. I don't want to spend the money on them, but I need to. Um, but yeah, that's the drive tires. If I had duals, I'd probably go with a different tire. But as far as super singles, that's all I've run. Is the like since I've swapped them over to Virgins, it's always been the Michelin Energies, and I've never had an issue out of them. They've always been good to me. I've picked up a nail twice in different at different times on tires, and one of them they went flat, so I had to get a new one. I rode on it flat, so they wouldn't air it back up. They're like, no, your sidewall is probably damaged, so I had to buy a new tire. But it didn't blow apart. It didn't do anything like that. I just got a nail in it, and I went like a mile with no air in it, so that sucked. Nice. A lot of people like them cats. I like a cat. I mean, cats got power. They definitely are a powerhouse, but they are thirsty. Cats are thirsty. How much is the quarterly inspection if you fail for any reason? Um, like $46, whatever it costs to get an inspection done. Landstar pays it, as long as you pass, but if you fail, you have to pay it, and it's like $30 to $50 depending on where you go to have it done. But then if you fail your inspection, they get real anal about it. That you can't start your truck, you can't do anything. You got to have it driven out of there on a tow truck, and it's like, look, it's not. I'll at least move it to the parking lot and fix it myself. I don't understand why. I don't know why they're so anal about it. They used to be like you could drive within 50 miles of the shop that you got it inspected at, but now it's like, because I had an issue where I had my truck inspected and the guy failed me for a whole bunch of crap that was all BS, and he was running his mouth the whole time like, oh, I've been doing this for 10 years and I'm the best Landstar inspector they got, and blah blah blah. You know how that crap goes. So yeah, he failed me for an exhaust leak and a whole bunch of stuff that was just ridiculous. And then the service manager, because he failed the trailer too, but he fixed the trailer and then he went home. He didn't even try to fix the truck or offer to fix anything. He just failed me in the computer and then went home. So Landstar got notified that I failed. And then I went in the next morning because I slept in the truck in the shop. It sucked. And the manager came out and he inspected it himself, and he's like, no, you passed. You don't have anything fail here at all. So, which is nice. It just took a while. It took way too long to get all that squared away. And I don't think he's doing Landstar inspections anymore. Put a million miles on mine. Never had engine work. Uh, yeah, I mean, if you take care of them, the cats aren't too bad. But um, my opinion of Landstar agents, I'd say 95% of them are good. Y'all are gonna make me not be able to put my other video up. But that's all right. If y'all got questions now, I'm all about answering them for you. Um, the issue that I have with Landstar agents There's a couple issues I have, and the biggest issue is the loads will stay on the load board after they've already been covered, or they post the load and then you call them. Literally, it could be seconds that it's been posted, and you call them and they're like, "Oh, that load's gone. Load's been covered," and it's like, "Oh, okay, like that was quick, thank you." Um, or they'll say, "Yeah, this load's good." I'm like, "Okay, well, it says $2,000 here. It's 15,000 pounds. Picks up today, delivers tomorrow. Perfect. I want the load." And they're like, "Okay, let me call the customer, make sure that everything's still good with this." And he calls me back, or she, or whoever. Well, the if you still want the load, it's still available, but he's only willing to pay 1,400, and it's actually 35,000 pounds instead of the 15. And then it delivers the next day, not today and tomorrow. It's just like the bait and switch kind of crap. Like that's the biggest issue. And then you get agents that are just, they flat out lie to you. And they're like, "Oh yeah, it's a light load, nice light load," and then you get over there and it's hazmat 44,000 pounds, and it's like, this is not what you told me it was. And you either haul it or you say, "No, I don't want it." As long as your rate con will cover your ass on that, you're good. I had a mobile inspector that did my inspections at my house. Nice. I'd like to have one to come out and do that. Uh, do you have to have hazmat when I come to Landstar, or can I get it 90 days of hire? I think it's like 45 days or something like that you have to get it, to get your hazmat. But if you can get your hazmat before you get over here, it just makes things simpler. You just get everything done. You'll take a hazmat test course kind of thing in, um, like orientation and all that, just so they know that you know what you're doing as far as hazmat. But it's all open book. Plus, Landstar has a hazmat department, and the joke is like they have all these people locked in the basement. This is taking a lot longer than I thought it would to get unloaded. They have these people in the basement because they're there 24/7. You call them, you can send them pictures, of your load, of your bill of lading. You can, anything you need with hazmat, and they'll say, "No, okay, you need to put a strap over here. You need to take this placard off. You need this placard, or your bills aren't right." Like that's all they do 24/7. So it's like they're little gremlins in the basement on the hazmat department. Does Landstar have an issue with having a? No, they don't. I've asked, and Landstar's like, "It's not my truck. I don't." I've asked multiple people. They're like, "That's up to you. That's your responsibility." Um, so I stay in the states that accept it, that acknowledge it. If I go through a state that does not accept my permit or acknowledge it, I lock it up in a lockbox and I move it way back in the sleeper. Things like that. What I need to do is according to their travel through laws. I don't go to New York. I don't go to New Jersey. I don't go, well, New Jersey's okay, but New York, it's actually a felony for you to just touch a firearm or have possession of a firearm, and you're not a New York resident. So I can't go to like a family member's house in New York and go hunting with him and use his rifle, because then that'd be a felony, which is freaking stupid. But I can haul an explosive or flammable tanker load through New York, no problem. They don't care about that. It just doesn't make any sense here. 67 degrees Fahrenheit here in the Mideast. Are you asking if I miss home, or are you saying you do miss home? Because I miss home. I miss home like 2 seconds after I leave. I'm headed to the truck and I'm like, "This sucks. I don't want to do this. I want to go home." uh, but yeah, I don't go like west of Denver. Denver's about as far west as I'll go, just because the mountains. I don't like the mountains. Usually out there the freight is heavy. There's a lot of freight going out there, so then the like supply and demand with freight sucks. There's too many trucks and not enough freight, so the rates go down. Don't like doing that. I don't even like going to Denver, to be honest, but I've had a lot of loads that are like $7 a mile to Denver. Then I wind up sitting for a day, which sucks. Kind of defeats the purpose of a good paying load. But yeah, referral bonuses at Landstar. I don't think so. Kevin would know more about that. I don't know if he's still on here, but I know Kevin put in an application at Landstar and put me down, but I've never heard of anything. They've never said, "Hey, Matt, here you go as a bonus." I don't know. I don't think there is, but you're more welcome to put my name down, my truck number, 421-835. I don't know. If it ever does come up, I will certainly let you guys know if they say something. So, truck's running good. Is it Jamel? Jamel? How do you kind of got to roll the J there? Jamel? I don't know. Jamel? Call you JJ. How about that? JJ. The truck's good. No issues there. Transmission's good. Everything seems to be working fine. Yeah, right on, Rob. The okay, right on. Jamel. What is that? Where's that from? Because that's a neat name. Yeah, I mean, if you can get a truck, I mean, I got a buddy that's got a truck for sale. Like I said, '05. I think it's '05 or '06 Classic with a Detroit 12.7. He wants 13.5 for it, or best offer. Jamel. Okay, Jamel. Right on. Cool. I don't like butchering people's names. I get people that say my name all the time. My name's Matthew, and they're like, Matu? I'm like, what? How did you get that? And it's not like they have an accent from, somewhere else. It's straight up white dudes. They're Matu? No. No, it's Matthew. But, it's funny. Some of the names people have. I mean, my daughter's name is Nevelina, so, which is a weird name, I guess, but it's my grandmother's name. Guys, they're still working on unloading this thing. No, they're loading it now. It's getting a little heavier. He said it'd be about 15,000 pounds, and my gauge shows that it's a little heavier than that. Unless he's still in there with the forklift. I think from what I understand, as far as the divisions of where you go to Landstar, because they'll issue you one. Like they gave me Enway. I don't know what that, what all it matters, other than I've heard like your driving experience or your CSA points or score or something like that has something to do with it. But I've seen dry vans with Ranger. I've seen dry vans with Enway. So I don't really know. I think all of it is just like little sub companies under Landstar. So like if that one gets sued, I'm assuming that's what it's for, at least. So the whole company doesn't go down or whatever, something like that. I had an '05 Classic. Definitely want another one. Yeah, take your time. I mean, find the truck you want. Dozers. Nice. Hey, I appreciate it, Jamel. Really do. Apparently, I pissed off somebody yesterday with a video, but that's all right. So, yeah, that's what I used to have, was Omnitrax Qualcomm, but it was their issue. Like they issued it to the truck. So when I got my Keep Trucking one, I just gave it back to them. They just have to have access to the airtime and all that stuff. I don't know how it works as far as bringing on your own stuff onto Landstar other than the truck, because I came literally with just the truck. Nice. See, I've seriously considered in the last few weeks of going down to Landstar in, is it Houston? Somewhere they got it might be in Dallas, Fort Worth. They have a securement yard where you can learn to do flatbed, and you have to take their course, the couple day course or whatever. And I've seriously thought about doing that. And then I hit a snowstorm, and I kind of was like, yeah, never mind. I think it'd be a lot of fun. It'd be a lot more interesting. Definitely be a lot more moving. Because like Mark says, he loves getting out, doing the live unloads with the tanker. Because it keeps him moving. And I'd like to do stuff like that. I help in the trailer all the time if I can. If there's something I can do, I'm all the time like, I mean, I'll help. I don't have a problem with that. Just to get out of the truck and move. Right now, it is freaking freezing out here. Oh, I do have some of these decals with me. I got a few of them here. A couple. So you guys see me out on the road, I'll give you one. No biggie deal there. Biggie. Now all I can think about is the Tupac train, or the Tupac Crane Company. Oh yeah, knowledge is definitely what's up, man. I really don't have an issue with um with doing other, like, getting out there working. The whole tarping thing sounds like a terrible idea, especially after hearing Ratman talk about doing it in the freezing tarp. Like, that would suck. Um, the my buddy with the he's on Instagram. If you have Instagram, uh, he is Showtime_86 is his name on there. It's Terron, Terron. It's in good shape. Yeah, I mean he took it off the road because he wants to do some work to it. And he started driving another truck, but I mean, can you put it on the road right now and start working? I think it needs some tires and brakes, but other than that, he's got a good engine in it. It got rebuilt like 500 some thousand miles ago, if that. It's been a good truck. I mean, ever since I've known him, he's been running that truck up until recently, where he just wanted to start. He wanted to park it and kind of like go through it and get the frame blasted and just start putting more money into the truck. So he got a lease purchase truck and started doing that. But yeah, I mean, if I had the money, I would buy it. I'd buy it in a heartbeat for 13 grand. Absolutely. The motor alone is worth that. Uh, trying to fold a cracker. Yeah, I'm sure it's like that. Uh, but yeah, I don't want to fold tarps. Um, is it pretty easy to keep good loads booked for a week out, or better to wait to close being? Um, it just depends on your loads. Like, some loads, if I know it's going to take a while to get unloaded or loaded or whatever, if I kind of foresee an issue with the load, or a delay, then I'll make sure that I don't book a load that I need to get to immediately. Um, just kind of give myself some time there. But generally, I can book up loads. Like, I don't have anything booked for Monday, so I did have one booked, but then she called me back and told me that another carrier came in and underbid her. So I was going to pick up auto parts out of Lansing, Michigan, and take it down to Spring Hill, Tennessee. But she called me like 45 minutes after I booked it that they weren't going to be able to take that. Uh, yeah, Showtime_86. That's his handle on Instagram and on YouTube. So he doesn't really have a channel. It's just his name there. Um, I mean, you can book them out as long as you want, but if you just have to know that if you run into an issue, you will have to call each one of them and let them know that the load canceled, and a lot of the time they get pissed. Is the Qualcomm required? Yeah, you have to have an E-log. Not necessarily Qualcomm, but E-log is required. Even if it is a pre-emission truck, it still has to be E-log compliant. So, yeah, now I mean, if you were leased on before and you're still leased on, then you're grandfathered in to the paper logs. But as far as overnight parking at customers, absolutely, we have customers all over the place that you can park at. Um, do you have a lot of customers? It seems like you do with the guys I watched on. Yeah, I mean, overnight parking, like I said, it goes up and down. Just depends. Like, the place I'm delivering to on Monday back in Adrian, there's no overnight parking, so I'm gonna park down the road. No big deal. Do a 34 and then get back at it. Uh, they can come and take the load from you after you already booked it. It was a bid load, which auto parts seem to be that way unless it's a direct shipping customer already. The customer will put a load out on the load board, like, hey, I have this needs to be moved at this time. Give me your offer. That's kind of what it is. Kind of like the U-ship thing a while ago, and the lowest bid gets the deal. So, unfortunately, that's how it goes sometimes. But during summer last year, I was doing like 7-8 grand to go from Nashville to Kansas City, or Nashville to St. Louis and back, and then 13 to 15 grand to go from Nashville to Kansas City and back with auto parts. So sometimes the bid loads work out, sometimes they don't. And it's nice when you can do those, do 2 or 3 of them a week. Give you some money and stack it up. But it comes and goes, or it goes as quick as it comes. But yeah, I got the green light, guys. I am going to jump off of here. It was good chatting with you guys. We'll have to do this again sometime. But yeah, like, share, subscribe to the video. You know, follow me on Instagram at Nomad.trucker. And yeah, until next time, you guys stay safe. Appreciate all the love and the support you guys show. Don't have too much fun, and love your family. You know, give them hugs and kisses. Let them know you love them, because you never know what's going to be at last. And I'm going to go get my bills. So I'll see you guys on the next one. Y'all be good.